This is my recipe list for tzatziki sauce, and if you notice, it's two-sided, and the reason being is that I have recipes for different ingredients for tzatziki sauce because I love tzatziki sauce and I always want to make tzatziki sauce, but sometimes we have too much fat in our diet and so we want to boost up the protein, and other times we have plenty of protein so we can sneak in some fat. So I have tzatziki sauces based on cashews. I have tzatziki sauce based on our homemade yogurt. And today I have a tzatziki sauce based on silken tofu. Now this is mori new tofu. And if you haven't seen any of our other videos using this product just changed our mind about tofu and how to use it and how simple it is to exchange it for other ingredients. I love this stuff. I wish we found it years ago, but I'm so happy we have it in our lives now. So to start, I'm simply going to open this packet and let it drain in this cup. For those of you at home that need to know, this is 12.3 ounces of silken tofu. This is the extra firm, but you can use any of the more new silken tofu textures. I haven't noticed a difference when it comes to this particular sauce. While that is draining, I'm gonna go ahead and work on my cucumber. For tzatziki and pretty much almost everything except for actually making pickles, I prefer using the English style cucumber. And the reason being is that its peel is so thin that you really don't have to peel it in order to use it. I do, however, want to line the vessel that I will be shredding this into with cheesecloth because I want to make sure to squeeze out as much of the extra moisture as possible. Please do not skip this step because you will end up with an inferior product, to be honest. If you like the really thick, creamy tzatziki, then you want to make sure that you strain your cucumber. Also, I know you see that I have a food processor right next to me and you're thinking, Derica, why not just use the food processor? Well, if you have tried to use a food processor to shred cucumber, then you know quite often it'll leave either the bottom portion of either end and this kind of blob mass thing that's just not appropriate for tzatziki sauce at all. So you have to dig around in the grated up cucumber and find those big pieces and then hand chop them, and it's just annoying. So I find the old-fashioned this way to be the better method because you have control of your pieces. But get these gloves. Again, another life-changing thing. And we call them the chainmail gloves, but they're not chainmail. They're just this really neat synthetic material that allows you to do things without cutting yourself. And if you're familiar with me, I'm dangerous to my own safety. So I'm just gonna take the cucumber and I'm gonna grate it. Like so. And it takes forever. So I'm not gonna make you watch this. And done. All right, so because I just shredded cucumber with this, I don't have any staining on this glove, so I just simply rinse it out and then let it air dry. Now, if you use these gloves to shred, say, something like a carrot or a beet or something that's going to stain the glove, I have just thrown these in the washing machine and then air dried afterwards, and they're perfectly fine. I love these gloves. Get these gloves. But for now, we have all our cucumber in this neat little package here, and this is another step that I'm going to encourage you not to omit. It's like I said before, it's really going to make the texture of your tzatziki sauce so much better. Now, some recipes you may notice they suggest that you salt your grated cucumber at this point, and you can if you want. Salt is going to help the cucumber release more of its moisture, but we try to limit our amount of salt intake, so I'm not going to do that. Simply, I'm just going to squeeze the bag and get the juice out that way rather than have salt extrude it. And I'm going to make sure that all my cucumber is mostly in the center here. And when I lift this up, you should be able to see that it is already readily extruding its juices, releasing the juice. Oh yeah, see, I already got a big bunch of juice in there. So I'm just gonna take my little bundle and twist it kind of like a tourniquet, and that's gonna squeeze out more juice. Easy peasy. All right, so I'm going to set my cucumber to the side there because I don't want to blend that. I want those chunks, those little bursts of cucumber to be evident in my sauce, because that's how real tzatziki is. This juice, don't throw it away, use it. Cucumber water is like one of my favorite things. So this is cheater cucumber water. I just dilute it with some water and blammo, you got a lovely refreshing drink. You can also use this in cocktails or mocktails. Some great combinations are cucumber with strawberry or cucumber with lemon or lime. So my tofu has drained. It really doesn't have that much liquid in it. I'm just trying to keep any of the extra liquids out so that way the flavor liquids that I'm going to add are going to give me my texture and I'm not going to have too much of a runny sauce. That's what I'm really trying to do, is avoid the runny sauce. And I'm going to go ahead and finish opening this packet and add my tofu to the food processor. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, 3 cloves of garlic. Now these are nice meaty cloves of garlic. If you have little wussy cloves of garlic, then you may want more. 1 tablespoon white wine vinegar. Please don't cheap out on me and use distilled vinegar. It's not gonna have the right flavor. I've seen lots of people use distilled vinegar rather than a red wine or a white wine or apple cider, and it's just not the same. So use some white wine vinegar. Sample your vinegars, find which vinegars you like the best flavor-wise, and those are the ones that you should use as an ingredient. 1 tablespoon nutritional yeast. This is going to give it kind of a cheesy flavor. Since we're not using yogurt, which is traditionally what's used to make this sauce, we want to give the tofu, which is basically very bland, more flavor, and that's where the nutritional yeast is going to come in. And some black pepper. This is more of a to-taste kind of scenario. I'm just going to give it a few good grinds. And after we get it all blended up, we may taste it and decide it needs more. Taste your food while you're cooking, and that way you'll have a better connection to what you're doing and know if you need to be a little heavy-handed on some ingredients or a little lighter on others. And now we're gonna blend. What we're looking for is a nice creamy texture, and to make sure that those garlic cloves are well blitzed. At this point, we need to assess and see how our texture is. All right, flavor-wise, it's really good, but I do think we're shockingly a little too thick. And that's what I have over here. This is just water. I used a tablespoon after I got the nutritional yeast out, so if you see any debris in there, it's just nutritional yeast. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the water in. This is 2 tablespoons, but really you just want to add enough to get the texture of your sauce right. I'm thinking in this case, I'm just gonna put half of it in, so it's 1 tablespoon of water. And then blitz more. All right, let's assess the texture one more time. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's really nice and thick still, but it's a little less tight. I don't want to say it's loose. It's less tight. All right, I need a bowl. Let me get a bowl. Okay, so now that I have a bowl, I'm gonna go ahead and carefully scrape all this goodness into the bowl, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add the cucumber. Look at how lovely and thick that is. That is a beautiful sauce. Already, the ingredients that we added to the tofu really give this the great zing and tang that you would expect from a yogurt. So it's done an excellent job of replicating a yogurt-like flavor, but it has a really great creamy depth to it that is really gonna make this sauce shine. So I'm going to add my shredded, strained cucumber. Look at what a cute little ball of cucumber that is. All right, come join your friends. All right, so it's a packed little ball right now, so I'm just gonna take my spoon and mix it all in there, loosen it up. Make sure it gets nice and incorporated into the creamy mixture. Now I have to admit to you, true confessions time, I have done the logical thing and said, oh, if I just throw everything in a blender and blitz it into oblivion, it'll be the same thing, right? Wrong, it won't at all. It'll be an inferior product and you'll be sad and so will your family. So don't do that to yourself. It really doesn't take that much extra time to shred the cucumber separately and add it at the end. but it makes a huge difference in the quality of the sauce, the flavor, and your experience. So I just don't cheap out. Don't do that to yourself. All right, so my final ingredient to add to this is dill. And normally I have a good supply of dill growing in the garden and I will just add fresh dill. But right now, I don't have any dill growing, so I'm going to have to go with the dry dill. I am gonna add, see, this is where it becomes more of a personal preference thing. I happen to love dill added to sauces like this because I feel like it really adds that flavor that would be missing otherwise. Brian, however, really isn't a fan of dill, so we kind of go midway. Yeah, roughly a tablespoon, but you can just do that much kind of scenario and mix it in. This is another thing you want to mix in at the end. You don't want to blitz this while you're blending the sauce because it just doesn't taste the same if you do it that way. Now see, it's smelling lovely now. Dill is just, it's a great thing. And I love sauces that have dill and lemon in them together. I think that's just a delightful combination. All right, it's almost the moment of truth. Make sure you get all the dill that's stuck to your stirring spoon off. But look at that. Look at how pretty that is. It's wonderful. And you got all the cucumber chunks in there. Good stuff. All right. That is beautiful. That is wonderful. If you love tzatziki, you are going to love this sauce. Trust me on that. All right, for those of you who are unfamiliar with tzatziki, tzatziki is a Greek sauce. It is typically served on gyros as a condiment, but we sometimes just throw like a slab of pita in there and eat it as a dipping sauce. We can put it on carrots or celery. We sometimes use it as a condiment for Slovaki. We'll have rice and grilled peppers and onions, and then either like a seitan or a meaty grilled mushroom. Oh, it's really good, but I think you can just go in there with a spoon and be happy. You do want to refrigerate this. This tastes best when it's nice and cold. So I really don't like it so much room temperature. I like it straight from the refrigerator because that just really makes the crispness of the cucumber with the hint of lemon in there just pop and sing. It's lovely. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Plant-Based Bistro.